If you want to get good at short game, chipping, pitching, you know, anything sort of around that 100 yards in range, well, the whole game really, you have to strike the ball out the middle of the club face. That's the most important thing, because if you don't hit the middle of the club face, if you're hitting the toe, the heel, the bottom, the leading edge here, you can't control distances because it's too unpredictable what the ball's going to do. If you don't hit the middle of the face will tend to twist. You know, if you hit it off the toe or the heel, it'll twist around. So that's going to literally send the ball anywhere. So you're not going to be able to predict where that ball's going to go. And if it does go where it's going to go, it's a fluke. So number one, we've got to develop the strike. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do that with the GForce wedge, and how this super flexible shaft is going to help your short game and lower your scores. Let's go and check it out. So the best way to develop your strike is start small, literally chipping, because you want to feel, number one, the weight of the club head. So these shafts are really flexible. This is the new shaft for 2022. It's exactly the same as the previous shafts, all the models that I did in the previous years. It's now a lighter version, and it's actually standard weight in comparison to a normal golf shaft now. So the whole club is perfectly weighted. So it just makes that transition from swing trainer back to your normal club much easier and much quicker. The other thing I've done with the clubs as well this year is change the grooves. These have got the micro milled face CNC grooves conforming to the rules of golf. So you know, the performance and the feel is just like any top branded golf club. It's a beautiful swing trainer as well. I was inspired by the Japanese style of golf clubs. It's got a beautiful brush steel finish on it now and a beautiful ferrule. So that's the new GForce wedge for 2022. Let's go and check out how it's going to help out your short game. I'll put some links in the description in the video, and that's going to take you into some videos I've done before on the short game, giving you the mechanics of it, of chipping and pitching and everything around the short game. But in this video I really want to talk about the GForce wedge and how it's going to help you out, improving your ball strike and your distance control and your release and everything else. So let's just show you how to use it. Best way to start is chipping. Start small, because you can develop the strike. You got more control, you can get a consistent strike, and then you can build it up into a fuller swing. That's the great thing about this club. You can use it from chipping, you know, little 5-yard chip shots all the way up to full flat out shots with the wedge. So you know, depending on how far you hit your wedge, you know, you can do exactly the same with the GForce wedge. So let's get the strike first. All we want to try and do is feel the weight of the club head swinging back and through. So the best way to describe this is it's like a ball on a string. Okay, the ball is the club head, the string is the golf shaft. So what I'm trying to do here, what I can feel is the weight of the ball swinging back and through. As you can see, I can control it. Now if I go to the ball with the same motion, I know I can control this ball on a string and hit that ball on the floor quite easily, because it's like a pendulum motion. The problem in your short game, when you're chipping and you're pitching and even your long game as well, rather than sort of getting that nice swinging motion of the club head, you tend to be aggressive and force the club through. So up here where you're holding the grip of the club or where you're holding the string, you're trying to force the handle of the club through, and that's the worst thing you can do, because it causes the club head to decelerate, which is the biggest reason why you're going to have the chipping yips and the double hits. Deceleration is from accelerating your hands on the grip too much. You can see I've got no control of the ball there. So if I go to this ball and I'm shoving the end of the string around here, there's no way I'm going to find it easy to connect to that golf ball as opposed to doing it this way. So do the same with the GForce wedge. Start small, feel the weight of the club head swinging back and through, and make smooth changes in direction. So what I mean by that is when you take the club away, don't yank it back. Go and look at my takeaway video where you can see me talk about that. And when you come through into the transition, don't yank it through. Go and check out my transition video where you can hear me talk about that as well. So short swing, smooth changes in direction, develop the strike, listen for that sound when you connect with it. It should feel sweet. There's no vibration coming up the shaft. There's no twisting of the club head because you're striking it off center. When it comes out the middle, it's pure. You don't get any of those problems. So that's the first thing you got to do. Then build it up. Okay, work it into a fuller backswing. So we go a little bit further back now. Again, really sort of focused on striking the middle of the club face. Getting that solid contact, because if we can hit the middle, we can then start to judge distances and direction a lot better. It's a lot more predictable when you hit the middle of the club face. So then we work back into a full swing. That's the great thing about these clubs, the full range, the driver, the 7-iron, the wedge. You can go flat out and hit full shots. You know, these have been used on the PGA Tour since I brought them out in 2016. So they're well tried and tested. So we're going full swing now, just to show you what this club is capable of. And that was solid. The great thing about the shaft is I can really feel the transition. I can feel that I've got to just wait a little bit at the top before I start down. Because when you swing back, the weight of the club head, it's going to load the shaft up a little bit. And then when you can feel that, then that's the time to start down. So it really helps you out with the timing of the downswing transition. But what do we see all the great pitchers and chippers of the ball do? We see, you know, beautiful rhythmic motion. And that's exactly what this club can do for you. You know, you can't yank it around because you're going to have such a hard time trying to connect with the golf ball and strike it. You have to swing it with good rhythm and good tempo. So what I recommend is hit 10 chip shots with the swing trainer and then pick up your wedge and then hit 10 balls, because that's the way you're going to transfer the feeling over from the swing trainer back into your normal wedge. Okay, then you work it up a little bit more, swing a bit further back. Okay, do another 10 and then switch back to your regular wedge and then work back into the full swing and then switch back again. So start at 10 and work your way down and then get into 9 reps, 8, 7, 6, 5, all the way down to 1. You know, the more advanced you get, the lower your reps are going to be. If you're just starting out, beginning, if this is new to you, then, you know, you start with the high reps, 10 shots with each, and then work your way down. And then that's how you're going to see an improvement. I'm Stuart Small, founder of GForce Golf, inventor of the GForce Swing Trainer. If you've got any questions, you can get in touch with me at stuart@gforcegolf.com. And if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you're going to get the latest videos that come out. In February 2022, I'm doing the VR 3D videos, virtual reality. We're hooking up the GForce Swing Trainers to it. I'm going to show you good and bad swings and how this club is going to help you out and help you become a better ball striker. Thanks for watching.
I just caught the GForce Trainer 8. It's like the orange whip, only well made. You can hit shots with it, watch the ball fly. $100 said the first 20 go right. It'll train your rhythm, get your game back to where it used to be and maybe where you never knew. Pick it up, give it a rip. You need another toy, not another tip.